Senator Elizabeth Warren compared payday loans to throwing a brick to a drowning man.
Payday loans are an abusive, predatory form of lending. They carry very high interest rates, 200 to 300% annually, combined with really extraordinary leverage as the lender has access to the borrower's bank account to get paid first on payday.
Payday loans are not a lifeline for cash-strapped consumers.
Each proposal is actually a debt trap, which takes advantage of people who find themselves in vulnerable financial situations.
This will result in disastrous consequences for our community, our programs, and the clients we serve.
This is an industry that tries to make money off of desperate people.
We're fortunate that here in Pennsylvania we have one of the strongest laws in the country to guard against predatory lending, but it's under attack as the out-of-state payday lenders are working to gut our protections.
The payday lending industry is the last thing we need to see in our neighborhoods.
Instead of increasing the costs of being poor in this country, let's devote our time and resources to helping families avoid the circumstances that create a market for payday loans in the first place.
A federal law was passed, the Military Lending Act, which limits the percent of interest and fees to 36%. This law only covers active duty military personnel and their families. Unfortunately, retired veterans, many living on fixed income, returning members of the National Guard and the Reserve are not covered by the military lending law. However, they are covered by the current legislation in Pennsylvania for small loans. The Pennsylvania coverage currently in place has been recognized by the Department of Defense as one of the strongest in the country.
Kudos to the Philadelphia City Council for adopting a resolution.
We need to keep the new kind of credit product, this new long-term installment loan, which is a repackaged version of a regular payday loan, to keep this out of Pennsylvania. We want to thank Councilwoman Parker, Councilman Green as well for standing behind us, and we want to thank the whole body here for supporting us to keep payday loans out of Pennsylvania.
And I want to thank all of the members of council for their support for this resolution. But what is interesting about this is that they are now attempting to, these predatory payday lenders who have a track record of intentionally targeting some of our most vulnerable community members, they are now attempting to promote this product and the legalization of payday lending by usurping our already strong laws in Pennsylvania under the guise of consumer protection. We, members of this council, have unitedly gathered and decided to send a letter to the CFPB urging them to issue a strong federal payday lending rule that puts an end to payday loan debt trap nationwide. And we are asking that the Bureau's final rule build on rather than undermine the strong state protections like those in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and that they enhance our ability to enforce them. So I want to thank members of this council and obviously ask for everyone's support, and want to thank yourself, Councilwoman Blackwell, Quinones Sanchez, and Green for your leadership, and Councilman O'Neill for helping us to introduce this today, and we ask for everyone's support. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilwoman.